Hey. Welcome to the NOTI Lounge. I'm your host, Troy Smith. I'm thankful that you're here with me today. Welcome to the NOTI Lounge. I hope you're going to enjoy yourself today for sure. But like many of you know, if you already been listening to the NOTI Lounge for a while, the NOTI Lounge is here to help people be inspired to not overthink their next business idea, taking that business idea, as my boy Brian Church would say, off the paper napkin and putting now into the atmosphere of things. That's what I'm here to do. Help you not overthink your idea as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, whatever. But then I started learning this too. In 2021, I might do things a little bit different. I mentioned this before about how in 2021, I'm going to concentrate a little bit more on my profession, what I do for a living, which is mortgage lending. I help people either buy a home or refinance a home. I also help people get into the mortgage lending, build a mortgage lending business as well. And so some people have actually been coming to me to say, Troy, can you concentrate a little bit more or let us know more about the process of buying a home? Can you tell me a little bit more in regards to how to refinance my home? What are some key things I need to focus on? What's some things I don't need to focus on? And then also, if you're a person that want to get into the business of mortgage lending, people actually want to know, are they already in the business? They say, hey, man, I need to be inspired to keep moving, man. I need to keep being encouraged to keep going. And you inspire me to do certain things all the time through your brand with Most Moto or through your Two Brothers podcast. If you not subscribe to that, go check it out, Two Brothers podcast. You inspire us to keep moving forward. So tell us a little bit more about the mortgage business. That's what you do every day. So I said this year, 2021, I'm going to take a little bit more time of focusing on that, honing in on helping people overcome obstacles about buying a house or refinancing one, or encourage them not to overthink their business idea as a mortgage lender. Now that's out the way. So I want to talk to you about two things today. Number one is a couple of things that can, a couple of things a borrower needs to know in regards to what can really slow down the home buying process when they come down to mortgage lending. What can really slow it down, and then also discuss about the thing that sometimes as a borrower, you may be doing too much. You just may be doing a little bit too much. So let's start with the first one. Things that really slow down the mortgage lending process when buying a home. It's really only one thing. It's a lot of things that can slow things down. People not communicating. People not communicate with the title company. We're going to talk about that as well. The communication between the title company, communication between the borrower and the lender, the communication between insurance agents, a lot of third parties that can be involved with buying a home, even refinancing a home. But there's one key thing that can really slow down the mortgage lending process. And that is when I know technology is beneficial. Technology is good. But when you're trying to do too much in regards to technology, when you can just keep it simple, stupid. Like seriously, you can really keep it very simple. So simple that it's stupid. So like, for example, I know technology has advanced. Technology has done great things and made leaps and bounds. But sometimes it's much easier if you were to just give the banker what they asked for and possibly doing it in the form of either taking it to the banker, the lender, and give it to them face to face, faxing it. I know people may not be using fax machines or faxing anymore, but a lot of people doing this business, they still use faxes, or to scan it as an email. But what really slows things down is when you want to take a lot of stuff, do a lot of things through your phone. And that can really slow down the mortgage lending process when you're buying a home, is by trying to do everything, taking pictures on your phone, doing a lot of electronic things through your phone for the lending process. And particularly when it comes down to taking pictures of documents, that can really slow things down. I'm going to tell you right now, let's do it the traditional way. Take it either old school to the bank or to the lender directly. Either fax it or email it. Scan, email it. I'm telling you, that's the best way, because we need to see the full documentation, not just the picture of what you think is important, You take a picture of something and say, oh, okay, that's all you need. No. I asked for this. That means get that to me. I asked for a declaration page from your insurance company. Don't just take the picture of the front of the page, of page 1, and don't send everything. Send me all pages. And what you're going to learn about this too, I want you all to understand, I want everyone to hear this. If you're buying a home or refinancing a house, when the banker asks for your statements, when they ask for your retirement statements, when they ask for a declaration page, if it says 1 of 4, meaning 1 page out of 4, say if it's 4 pages total, each page says 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4, 4 of 4. That means send all 4 pages. Because just because you think it might be important, say, well, all these other pages were blank. And if you notice on some statements, on financial statements, some of the financial statements say this page was intentionally to be blank. Send that page as well. Because we want to make the process as smooth and as simple as possible. And if we're slowing things down, or if you're slowing things down because you're only giving us what you think is important, which is not what the banker asked for, which the banker said, send me all pages or send me your statement. I didn't say send me page 1. If I did, then just send me page 1. But if I say send me your last 2 months statements, meaning your last 2 months financials from your bank account, your checking account, and there's 5 pages there, even if the 5th one is blank, send me all the pages. And I'm going to tell you, not taking a picture of it is the best thing. I know a lot of people that say, hey, Troy, can I take a picture from my phone? And I'm telling you, if you take a picture, sure, but it has to be so nice and so neat. It has to be just like you're taking a selfie. You got to take your time with the filters and everything, because I need to see that documentation very clearly. And if you want to take a picture of 15 pages and they got to be neatly there, then take all the time to do that. All I'm going to do is slow down my process. And now I got to cut an image and paste it on the, I got to now put it to make it neat to send to underwriting, to process it. I want my package to be clean. So when you get your stuff going, it's going to be completely done correctly and smoothly. Taking a picture of it all the time, it's not going to be taking pictures of everything with your cell phone. I know it's a lot of programs now. You can actually take a picture of something and it can scan it like it's an actual document. As long as it looks good. And if I happen to enlarge it and it still looks good, then that's fine with me. But I'm just letting you know right now. I know technology has grown and gone to different levels, but where it really slows down the mortgage lending process in regards to buying a house or even refinancing a house is taking pictures on your phone of all the documentation. A driver's license, okay, that's cool. But with a debit card, front and back, I mean, if you want to be out there with your information, okay, that's different too. Because it's small and it's simple and it can be seen. But documentation like your social security letter, your tax paperwork that's 25 pages, and you got the pages all wop-sided, and you got coffee stains all on it. Go old school. Take that paperwork to the branch, give it to your banker or wherever your banker is, give it to that person, give it to him and her, or scan it to him, or either fax it to them. That slows down the process if we got to do things because you think it looks good, or you think it might look beneficial enough, and it's not. And if the banker asking for you to send your bank statements and it says 5 pages, don't just send page 2. Don't just send page 3. Send all 5, even if it's blank. Because this goes to the next point. You could be doing too much. As a borrower, you could be doing possibly too much by just saying, I'm going to give you what I think you need. Or I'm going to just forget to tell you about this one thing. Or I'm going to send you all this stuff you may not need at all and not send what you asked for. That's when you get to the point where I think you're probably doing a little bit too much. When a banker asks for the docs, send him or her those documentation. Don't send anything else. Just send them that, because they're trying to get your deal done. And if you're in the business that I'm in, if you're a mortgage lender and you're paid on commission, I want to make sure the deal is finished and complete, because I don't get paid until you get your house or refinance your home. And that's a whole nother subject. commission versus non-commission. I would think a commission person probably be more apt to doing your job, doing your deal, because he or she has to make sure it's done or they're not going to eat, and they're going to make sure it's done right. Compared to if I was on salary, I get to you when I get to you. It happens when it happens. That's a whole nother discussion. But you could be doing too much as a borrower when you start sending way too much stuff because you think, I'm going to just send all this other stuff in too, even though you didn't ask for it. That slows things down. To go back to the first point, it slows things down to where we can actually be simple, precise, and clean if you were to just do what I asked you to do in the first place. But here's another thing that the banker needs to make sure they do. This is what we need to do, bankers, as a mortgage lender. This is what you need to make sure that you do. And that is communicate what you actually need. Not a maybe, not a little bit here and there, maybe this or maybe that. If they sent you page 1, when you asked for all the documentation and you didn't make it clear to send me all the documentation because you did not communicate, that's your fault. If you said, send me your statement, and you didn't make put an emphasis on send me every page, even if it's blank, that's your fault. If you said, hey, if they ask you a question, it's all about communication. Everything's about communication. If they say, hey, can I send this to you through text? Or can I take a picture of it and send it to you? And you didn't give them the options of or help them understand the importance of giving it to you in the full form or as a PDF, or because I encourage anyone, if you got online access to your statements, to your bank statements, to your 401k, to your tax documentation, send it to me as a PDF, because now it's actually in electronic form already off your online website. It's going to send me all the pages and everything going to look nice and precise and clean. Technology has grown to where you can do those things. But I understand technology has grown as well, where you can take pictures of things and then think it's going to be good, and it may not be the best thing to do. That's just my thoughts. I wanted to let you know today 2 things that can, one thing being things that can slow down the mortgage lending process when buying a home or refinancing, and when you could possibly be doing too much as a borrower. And it all comes down to this. Mortgage lenders, make sure you communicate with all parties involved with your loan. Communicate to the borrower what's expected. Communicate what's expected from everyone, from the real estate agent to the title company. Communicate to your borrower everything. You let it be fully disclosed, because it's not going to do anything but come back to you as something that wasn't done right. In a borrower, make sure you just get everything to the banker what they ask for, nothing more and nothing less. Just do what you got to do. That's it. That's all I have for you today, man. But look, thanks so much for tuning into the NOTI Lounge today. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to NOTI Lounge on all platforms across, rather it's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Make sure you subscribe to NOTI Lounge on all those platforms all together. If you don't want to go to all those different places, just go to NOTILounge.com. You can listen to NOTI Lounge on there. But thank you so much. Appreciate you. Share the video. Hope this video was beneficial to you and beneficial to someone you may know. But I appreciate you. Thank you. And we'll holler at you. Peace.